Hello, hello, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you. This is recorded, but I'm sure I'll be popping into the comments. So please say hello to me. Like, share, and subscribe. All that interaction just helps the Stamping Zoo to grow. And that in part helps me to bring you new products each and every time. Well, maybe not each and every time, but all the time. Including this. This is a new bundle called Branching Out, and I am featuring it during the October Jubilee class, which I will tell you more about uh, in this video. So just hang tight. But today we're going to just kind of get familiar with this and some other products that of course, I'm bringing in from the entire Stampin' Up! Line. It all mixes and matches perfectly because that's one of the brilliant things about Stampin' Up! If you have not joined me before, welcome. I am Lisa Harden, coming to you recorded, as I said, from kind of a cloudy Boise, Idaho today, and I'm not hating it. Okay, we are in fall, and so let's have all the fall things, all the fall weather, all the fall pumpkin spice, etc. And I am an independent demonstrator, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, sorry. One of the things that means is that I sell all the beautiful products you'll see today. I also host a number of events, which you can see, you can read more about at my website, thestampingzoo.com, or you can also just click on links below or maybe above, depending on where you're watching, and learn more about the events that I'll be talking about, such as Jubilee. Jubilee is an online class that you take at your leisure. Leisure. Okay, I've been watching some English shows. We'll talk more about that when I'm stamping. Anyway, apparently it's finding its way into my speech. Okay, that's gonna be funny. All right, anyway, back to the bundle. Okay, this is sold as a bundle. You'll see I have paper here. This is from a different suite. I love this bundle. I always love having something it's kind of seasonless, right? Because of course it's coming out during the holidays. So our initial thought is winter, but you can totally make this into any season of a card, and the sentiments go right along with that. They're so versatile. You've got everything from our family to yours, wishing you a day filled with many happy moments, thinking of you, hello, friend. Doesn't come right out and say like happy holidays or Merry Christmas, but let's be real, you have a sentiment for that already somewhere in another stamp set. And this, I think, is great. It's really an all occasion set that can easily be made into Christmas cards, and we will do that at some point in time, probably in the Jubilee class. Okay, so again, I wanted to hold this up because it is kind of hard to see on my graphic because there are so many sentiments. There are 18 stamps in total. Here is one that you could easily make into snow, or again, just a textural image. This is probably berries that fits onto one of the branches. I don't know yet. Okay, we're going to find out together. And then here is the set of dies that coordinates with it. Of course, these stand out, don't they? So there are 6 nested shapes, which I just played with to prepare for this time with you, and they're so fun. I didn't think I would like this shape that much. Guess what? Surprise, I do. Then there's a long string of berries that I think would bring a real pop of color if you were just doing neutrals. A little cluster, and then of course, don't forget the little pine cone. We're going to use that on our second card. So anyway, I'm really hoping this is an online exclusive. I really hope that it sticks around for a while because you need these dies, okay? I would dare say totally worth it, even if for some weird reason the stamp set doesn't appeal to you. I don't know why, but it could. Go ahead and get the dies, okay? Again, you can find all of the links for these at thestampingzoo.com. Just hit that Shop Now tab, and away you go. Doesn't hurt to look. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the selection of papers that I'm working from today. It's called Elegant Pines. Sorry, I needed the name Elegant Pine Snowflakes. It is part of a larger suite of products. It has its own stamp set coordinating stamp set and die set. The die is probably cut out a number of these images, but guess what? I thought it was just a touch too fiddly, and given the choice of this or the Elegant Pines, I chose this. Just a personal preference, and also fits certain parameters that I have for Zubilee class. So anyway, feel free to go over and you may choose differently, right? But I'm still going to take the other parts of the suite and put it into my class. So this will be the paper that will be featured in the class. I don't have the ribbon and the embellishments yet, but they're beautiful. Okay, so let's just take a look at this paper. First of all, you get me when you have some Secret C and Pretty Peacock. I mean, what? You don't really need much more. Now, again, the die set that is featured in this suite will cut out certain elements. I'm sure there's one that cuts out that, and probably this. Okay, and then another gorgeous piece. So lots of bright white with these dark, moody colors too. I love that. Wow, look at that. That would be a really cool scrapbook page. Put like a couple of pictures and, you know, a cool sentiment right in the middle or something. That would be really pretty. Of course, we're probably going to slice it and dice it. Still beautiful. That, love. We're going to use that on our first card. Look at that. Almost looks like photography, but of course it's not. And then this guy, super cute, and I bet, well, I don't remember. Anyway, you'll have to look at the Elegant Pines bundle if you're interested, because a number of these images will cut out. And then look at the beautiful backgrounds. Oh my gosh, that's really what got me. And then I just went from there. So here's beautiful old olive with some sort of an interesting technique on it. A few techniques, actually. Then this one, kind of some whimsical snowflakes. They could be flowers too. You could easily make those appear like they're flowers. It's more of that technique with Pretty Peacock. Oh my goodness. So fun. That's going to make the most beautiful and easy cards. Cut that, put a sentiment on it, an embellishment or ribbon. And there you go. Same thing with this, really. All these papers look like they're going to make quick and easy cards, or you can work as detailed on them as you would like. Okay, so there's our paper, and I have so many things balanced around here. Coming to you recorded because, as I mentioned before, I'm working busy behind the scenes. I have a Super Saturday event coming up in a week, less than a week, and that's going to take up a lot of time. But I also have Zubilee class for September coming out, and so I am cutting and prepping that. There's a lot going on in the zoo. I love it. I secretly, okay, I like everything to be really organized in my house, but secretly, I also kind of love it when I have a project, a big project like this, and really the rest of the house turns into the staging area. Okay, like if I want to cook anything or slice and dice anything, I have to do it on my stove because the counters are full. So, you know, I live alone. I can make this. I can branch out into all areas of my home if I want to. Okay, let's make a card. All right, so I have pre-cut the pieces. You know, you're welcome. And if you're brand new to stamping, card making, paper crafting, I should call it, please let me know if you don't know the basics about how to die cut and things like that. I'd be happy to talk with you about that. Maybe put together a video for everyone if everybody needs a brush up. Okay, so as you can see, I have taken advantage of the gorgeous dies and then the beautiful paper. I just kind of, what do I want to say? This worked out wonderfully. It was just a random die cut, but I'm going to put my sentiment right here on a circle with using stylish shapes. And then I'm bringing in white in the form of the white woven ribbon. It's a breeze to tie. And then I grabbed Hues of Blues flowers because the flowers also look, I think, very convincingly like snowflakes, right? So we'll use the white ones, obviously. And then we're going to have a white insert. We're going to have 2 layers on our insert. Ooh, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, okay. So look how beautiful that's going to make the inside of the card, right? And we'll do a little stamping in there too. Okay, let's giddy up, Lisa. All right, so I am going to, because of the odd shape of this, I'm going to use liquid glue on this. And I want this to be glued, and then I'm going to wrap some ribbon around it. I'm saying that out loud so I don't forget. As you know, if you've watched me before, sometimes I get in a hurry and I want to slap this on the card front, and then I'm like, no, 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 not yet. There's ways to fix that, but okay, and then let's wrap this. Look at, oh, it's so cute. Look at those berries. How they, I mean, they're not just flat red. There's so much little texture to them. It would be beautiful to bring in some red or cherry cobbler accents to this as well. Ribbons, embellishments, retired or current. It's all going to be the same color. Okay, so that really frees us up on some of the tedious parts or the color selection or the product selection, because Stampin' Up! Has done all that work for us. Okay, now since I don't have a friend here to hold this for me, this was always my job when my mom was wrapping presents, until she very quickly realized that I was a really good wrapper. And after that, I wrapped most of the presents in our household, including my own. Somehow, I don't know. I always felt like that was weird. And then guess what? She would just hand me the box and say, don't look in there. And I wouldn't. I know. I was a pleaser. I was a pleaser. I'm still a rule follower. Yeah, that's why I'm an accountant. Okay, let's take that up there now and do some fine tuning. And I do always tie my bows on the, well, if I can, I tie them on the roll, because then even if one side's a little too long, which this one isn't going to be, you can cut the other one to fit, and then just make sure that you're not wasting any more than necessary. Oh, that ended up being kind of cute. Okay. Not too short now. It's kind of like bangs. I don't want it to be short. Okay. This one, maybe a touch short, but we're going to let it go. Okay, so now I got to even them up. Danger, Will Robinson. You know, you take a bite off one end and then a bite off the other end, and pretty soon it's all gone. The lighting's odd. I'm filming this in the morning, and as I said, it was cloudy, and now the sun's coming out. Hello. Hello, sun. I'll be taking the dogs out for walkies. Then I have a friend, one of my best friends, coming over to spend some time here, just a couple hours at the end of the day. And no, I'm not going to put her to work. I thought about it. I'm not a saint. I did think about it. Then I was like, no, Lisa, because she'd be perfectly happy too. Okay, so now we need some dimensionalities. Just dimensionals. Okay, so what I've been watching on YouTube is a show that I used to watch when I had, I don't know, BBC channel, long time ago. And it's really kind of addicting. Well, obviously it is to me. I've been watching it nonstop for a couple weeks now. And it's called Come Dine With Me. I'm sure if you've watched any BBC or are in the UK, you know about this show. And so, ooh, as I'm looking at this, I'm like, do we want to stamp anything around the edges? No, let's keep this one clean. We're going to stamp on the next card. So anyway, Come Dine With Me is 4 or 5 random people get together and host each other at their homes for dinner in consecutive nights. And then on the way home, they rank each other 1 to 10. And of course, comments and all this stuff. And really, considering the time it was filmed, it was before YouTube and everybody was, I don't know. I just feel like for me, it gave me a new sense of the English personality and kind of culture because they're way more out there than I thought they would be. So it's really kind of fun to watch for that purpose alone. And oh, let's see. I didn't die cut my circle. Yes, I did. Where did it go? It's probably still in this envelope, isn't it? Ta-da! Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. That's beautiful as it is, though, isn't it? Okay, we're going to slip this in. Okay, kind of make it so that the bow is nestling it. I wanted it to come off the edge a little bit, just for interest. And then we just have to choose a sentiment. That's the only difficult part, which isn't difficult at all. I mean, I love the hello. There are long skinny ones and little short ones. Happiest birthday wishes. What's this one? Oh, from our family to yours. That's a little odd for me. I mean, the dogs are my family, but you know what I mean. Usually don't. Ooh, the hello is gorgeous. I'm going to do the hello because I like it. It's really bold. And this card, this design, I think is really bold. And so let's just stick with that. Now I have primed these stamps, but I have not used them. So I am, hey now, see, everything's going to start toppling over. I'm going to test it out on some grid paper. Come here, you. Of course we're going to use Pretty Peacock. Don't be silly. I've missed Pretty Peacock. I've not been using it on the regular like I usually do. And so I'm so glad that I have this opportunity. Okay. Whoops. Hello. Oh, it looks gorgeous. From the get, it looks good. As I said, I did prime them. So that helps so much. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Okay. Going to cover a multitude of things. And, okay. See, my nails were dark and I didn't see that I did that. Let me get that off there right now so it doesn't transfer to my card if I can help it. Okay. And I'm going to leave it. I am tempted to put this little stamp on it, but again, I'm trying to stick to what I said, which was this is just a bold design. And so let's just leave it clean and clear. But we can do a little something on the inside. How about that? How about if we take this cluster and we could just take that. I know it goes on the end of the branches, but the branches are so long. Well, let's do that. Let's see. You know what? I don't want to bring brown. I don't want to bring branch color into this card. So let's just do Pretty Peacock. I think this one's going to be fine. We're not even going to test it out. It's a much finer image. Ew, it's going to be beautiful. Okay. And out of the way. Thank you for your service. So gorge. Now I'm going to, whoops. Okay, now you need to come over here and you jump back in there right now. Clear stamps. And I'm famous for sticking them just wherever when I'm working with you. And then sometimes I have to watch the video back to see where I've put stuff. I know. I need an assistant is what I need for my life. Not because I'm fancy, just because it would be really helpful. Okay. Gives you still a fair amount to write. I miss you. Let's get together. Don't you love this card? No. I might not go that far. Whoops, I need more of this. Forgot. Okay, and this just, again, makes a really nice little insert with just a little extra, or a little extra cardstock. 2 or 3 seconds to die cut an extra layer. And then look at that. It's beautiful. Finally, let's come over here and let's pop up our sentiment. It has to be popped up because that's how cool it is. I'm looking around. I'm scanning for my dimensionals. I hate to just open a new sheet for kicks and giggles, but I'm going to. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Whoa. I'm going to put this on card rather than the sentiment. It's big enough that I can see. That's where we're going to land. Oh my goodness. All right, let's put our snowflake flowers on, shall we? I think they planned this. Stampin' Up's really clever that way. One product, many uses, right? Okay, I mean, it's just begging to go right there. And then let's bring a couple more, and they really pop off of that dark background. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'm serious, like, love these shapes, these nested shapes. Boy, you're going to need them. Look at that card. You could crank out a bazillion of those in an hour. So I hope you like this. And we do have another card coming up, more neutral, more in neutral colors. Could dare say could even be made into a masculine card. But first, let me tell you what's going on at the zoo. First of all, every time you shop with the zoo and your purchase is $20 or more, you earn 10% back in the form of Stampin' Rewards. You can always find the balance of your rewards in the upper right-hand side of your account main page. And you don't have to add a host code, nothing except for just shopping and enjoying. You can use them all on the next order, or you can save them up as they do not expire for a year, and then give yourself a little shopping spree. So we thank Stampin' Up for doing that. I love it. Even demonstrators earn it, so I always have fun too. I never save mine up. I use them on the very next order. I can't wait when it comes to Stampin' Rewards. Okay, please don't forget that World Card Making Day is coming up on October 3rd. Stampin' Up will be hosting an event that's absolutely free. You just need to go to the website, the Stampin' Up website, to sign up. And it will be a craft along event. And if you would like to craft along, then simply purchase the Handmade and Heartfelt kit. I've given you the item number here. The cost is $32. And again, you can find that at thestampingzoo.com when you hit the Shop Now tab. The actual event will be on October 4th, but there will be a recording available immediately after the event. And again, you do need to register on stampinup.com so that you can receive the link and any other information that comes with the event. Okay, here's the October Zubilee Crafty Kit I've been talking about. Again, I am featuring this branching out bundle, and the kit itself comes with about $25 of product and supplies to make 5 cards on one project. So I bundle them up similarly to how I bundled this card. Anything that needs to be die cut that is not in the featured bundle, okay? Anything not in the featured bundle will be die cut for you. Your card base will be cut. You'll have an envelope for each card. And so I've really taken a lot of the work out of it for you and left you all the fun. You get to craft whenever you'd like to because it is an online class with a video tutorial for each card and project and a written PDF, beautiful color photos, and so on. To make the projects as designed, you will need to use the branching out bundle. You can add that to your order, and when you do so, you save the shipping and tax. So I pay that, and in my state, that equates to a 17% discount. Just as a little thank you for stamping with me. This particular kit, as I said, will include the paper we've been working with, as well as the sparkly faceted snowflakes you see here. They don't represent well on this picture. We saw them on some of my swaps that I showed last Thursday, and they're stunning. And then we're also going to be adding this green and gold 7/8 inch ribbon. It's a looker. Please don't miss out. You can sign up for this as a club With a recurring subscription, you can cancel or pause at any time or as a 1 month. If you do choose the subscription and stay with me for 6 months, consecutive months, you get a goodie bag at the end of 6 months. I love a goodie bag. All right, and here's a closer picture of the stamp set because, as I said, it's hard to see on that graphic. All right, please don't forget, this is one of the best times for Paper Pumpkin. I say, as I'm saying that, I'm like, Paper Pumpkin kind of delivers each and every month. Paper Pumpkin is an all-inclusive stamp kit that comes to you. It includes a stamp set, an ink. It includes everything you need to make cards with envelopes or projects. And it has everything except for scissors. Okay, so please think about subscribing if you haven't already. I would love to be your demonstrator for that. There is a link in this video. So this month, this will be for, you need to sign up by October 10th to receive October's kit. Usually gets to me about the 16th or the 16th through the 20th is when I receive it. This particular month is going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes, of course. It says pre-cut pieces with soft stitched look flocking. Ooh, shiny red sequin embellishments. Coordinating colors are basic beige, cherry cobbler, garden green, pecan pie, classic Stampin' Spot will be real red. And if you see here, the box is going to look just like this. And you could simply put your address label over the Paper Pumpkin part and send this, send whatever you like to a friend. And you've got a gorgeous gift box too. I love it. $25. I think that includes tax, but I know it includes shipping. Okay, and you earn Stampin' Rewards on it. Here is a coordinating add-on. So sometimes we forget to do this, but this one's called the Abundant Joy Dies. You can add it to this or to any order today going forward until it sells out or the end of the year, whichever comes first. But this is a little set that's going to coordinate with the next 3 months of Paper Pumpkin. It is only $12. You do need to be an active Paper Pumpkin subscriber to add this to an order. So if you're not already, sign up for the Paper Pumpkin first, and then you can add this to, I believe it has, well, yeah, then you can add this to an order. Okay. And finally, my stamp camps are scheduled for the rest of the year. Again, you can go to thestampingzoo.com and look at the October to December events tab. Lots of things are adding up out there. We're going to be super busy. But the next one is going to be on October 18th at 10 a.m. We make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up product. We use all sorts of different product. I let you use all my supplies. So it's really a try before you buy event. The cost is $25, or guess what? It's free with a $30 order. Everyone places a $30 order. And may I just take a minute to say, I love this graphic so much. It makes me laugh every time I see it. And I made it and I feel quite brilliant. Okay? Let's just say it's brilliant, Lisa. And so I am going to show this as much as I can. It's adorable. Okay, anyway. I'm clever sometimes, believe it or not. Okay, let's get into our next card. So as I said, now we are going to bring in, this was like beautiful, deep, regal colors. And now we're going to bring in some of the neutrals. You might want to make this into a masculine card. All right. But I'm still going to have a little bit of shimmy and shine. I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow and gold ribbon. This and gold trim. Okay, this is item number 166158. This was in the Painterly Pears, or is in the Painterly Pears suite, still available. We used it a lot. It was in Jubilee. And so all the things, and I didn't want to forget about it. And then let's see. We may bring some embellishments in. I don't know. Are embellishments just inherently feminine? I don't think so. You tell me in the comments. Does it? Oh, look at that. I forgot we had those. This is not a masculine. I'm dying to put something gold on it, but you know, the elusive masculine card. Okay, neutral matte dots, definitely masculine. I've never seen a more masculine embellishment. Okay, so we are going to use that. This is going to go on the front, similar to this, right? Actually, yeah, let's make the same card, but in different colors. Okay, and then this guy is going to go on the inside. Now I've brought in crumb cake as the front layer so we can do some stamping with those beautiful stamps, wherever they ran off to. And then we'll probably use one of the straighter embellishments so that we can just get a different feel that way. What are the thinking of you brings joy to my heart? Wow, that's nice. To a very special someone and wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. That sounds like a birthday card, don't you think? And then we could put the happiest birthday wishes inside. All right, that's the plan, Stan. Let's see how big this one is. My goodness, it's just sprawling. I always am thinking about it coming down. Yes, and then, see, now I haven't pieced this together yet, so I may have to use it. Yeah, okay, that one looks like it goes on there. We're going to check it out, though. We're going to test. Let's test, please. Okay. I need some blocks. I told you it's stacked around here, so it makes it a little difficult. Ooh, look at that. Brand new block. Love it. I treated myself to 2 new D blocks. Yep. And 2 new these blocks. Because I need more for my classes, but sorry y'all, I get the brand new ones. And you guys have to use the older ones. But you know what? It doesn't matter because they look almost the same. Maybe the old ones have a few fingerprints that I need to wipe off with acrylic or with rubbing alcohol. What does this thing fit on? I mean, I don't think I'm going to use the end of it anyway, but oh, I know what it fits on. Remember that one really gargantuan? What's this one? This is I. Okay, come on, mister. No. Okay, it does fit on I. Barely. Man, look at that. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Let's bring in our pecan pie. Don't lose your mind with embellishments. Lisa, I have to give myself, the pep talk, like, tone it down. Okay, so I have not been reading very much because I've been working, I've been stamping it up, but I do need to get back onto an Audible. I don't know that I'm listening to one right now that's especially great. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Is that right? Let's see what it looks like. Maybe. No, that didn't look right. Maybe it's this one. No, that looks too close. I think this one is for this. Oh yeah, that one's for that. So this must work, I think. We also have a couple of separate ones should I need to just go it alone. And let's see here, which I like the option. There's one there, one there. Maybe you just do it like that, and then I feel like it's gonna look odd. For right now, until I have time to look at an example from the company, I think I'm just gonna use the singleton because then I can get it perfect. But rest assured, there's some way you're supposed to be able to put that on, okay? And yes, I'm not gonna make these brown. I am going to actually make those green. So, okay, let's go ahead and stamp this humongous branch on here and then work our way through it. And it's always, oh, you know what we could do? This is really lending itself to the landscape card, isn't it? I think you're right. Yes, it shall be a landscape card. See how easy we fix that? This is going to be fun. Ooh, I love these kind of buildable stamp sets where you build a branch or, you know, I don't know what else, but we can build it all. Oh, I was going to say also that like stamping on non-white cardstock because it really does give you a different feel for the colors. Of course, they come off differently based on the base color. And so with Mossy Meadow, you know, it's really dark. And I think this is going to be, it's going to lessen. Oh, it looks perfect. See, so that like lessens the intensity, shall I say. Here I go with my English speak again. Okay, so there it is on white. Get it out of the shadows. It's a weird day, right? And there it is on crumb. Very nice. In fact, let me open that. There we go. Geez, who let the sunshine in? With me. Okay, beautiful little guy. And so let's do some here. And I feel like this wouldn't be exactly how. Oh, that's cute. Just as I said, I don't feel like this is going to look right. It does look right. Look at that. Each branch is going to have one. Oh, I love it. And there's 4, so I'm dying to put 5 on because my eye just wants to see 5. There. Look at what we did. Okay. And then let's see. Why don't we take this little guy and do some of that background situation that I was talking about. I don't know if I want pecan pie or crumb cake though. So we're going to try both. And you can see I'm turning this over and using it as my swatch because then I don't have to dirty another piece of crumb cake. And our cardstock is nice, high quality. And so it doesn't, you know, seep through on the other side. I wouldn't do this if it was a huge image or, you know, like red or blackberry bliss or something like that. But I feel really safe doing it with this size. Okay. The only trick to this technique is you have to remember to stamp off first. I hate it when I get to the end and I forget. It's like, oops, I guess it's going to be first generation now. Okay, so that was a little pecan pie, second generation. All right. And again, if you come in with the craft white ink pad, that is going to look just like snow. Or if you emboss it, if you want like really brilliant snow, then you can just bring your Wow white embossing powder in and really turn up the volume. Okay, this is going to be like this. And it's going to have a ribbon somewhere. But let's figure out our sentiment first. What did I say? It was going to be happy birthday. Wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. No, this guy. This stamp, oh, this stamp set's at 80%. That's why. That branch just goes on and on. I love it. It takes up the whole card front. Okay, that can sit right there. Now, what color? I do think I want to bring the pecan pie back in. And I'll stamp on it with Mossy Meadow. How about that? Well, thank you. You agree with me? I appreciate that. You're smart like that. Okay, I need to trim. I think I need to trim. Let me check I should. Goodness knows. Oh, I don't need to trim. I have so many scraps. I should know that. I should know that. Okay, how wide is this thing? I'm going to measure down on my mat. It needs, I'm going to do 5/8 first off. I need a little 5/8 by, let's give it 5.5 so that we have plenty of room. There's 4 and there's 5/8. I'm going to do a 5/8 strip and then I'm going to do a 3/4 strip. I don't like the strip to be too overwhelming. I usually trim it pretty close, don't I? But, oh, okay, start from the top down when the cut is still small. And there we go. Okay, yeah. When you're trimming something that small, start your blade at the top and push it down. You all know that. I did too. I just kind of forgot a little bit. Okay, let's try with the smaller strip first. Wishing you a day filled with many happy memories. Not just a happy memory, many memories. Oh yeah. Nice clear photopolymer. Oh, it's gorgeous. Again, it's a lot less overwhelming. I want to say Mossy Metal is overwhelming in a bad way, but sometimes you want it to play nicer with others. And so look at that. It's still going to go, oh, I mean, come on. I can't handle the gorgeousness. I'm already seeing this. Okay. And we want the happiest birthday wishes for the inside. So we're going to do a little this and that on the inside too. Now I have some die cuts. You get over there. Oops, don't forget, Lisa, it's landscape. Well, I hope you think of joining Zubilee if you haven't already, because I do give a lot of attention every month to that class. I really like it. As I said, I take time to do videos. Sometimes they're screeching in at the last minute, but I get them done because I feel like they're important, because we all learn different ways, right? Some people just read the tutorial. Some people probably just watch the videos. Some people probably do a combination, but I like to keep providing that to keep you happy, hopefully. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I said this was going to be masculine, didn't I? Dare I add ribbon? Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to add ribbon. And gosh, I want this to be up there, but let's see. This one kind of needs a circle too. Oh, here's what we could do. Here's what we can do. Snips, where are you? Oh, here's an extra pair. Okay, so I'm going to trim this part off. This is going to make it kind of interesting. Right, we're going to add some interest. And then I'm going to bring it in here. And then I'm going to trim this side and make it be flush with the margin. Okay. All right. Now we can glue these together. Oh, I feel better about that. We have a plan. Okay. Again, these are just so pretty. I love them. Now, I don't think we're going to wrap ribbon around, but I think we might just tie a little bow and see if we want that. Let me see. I don't even know. I don't want to do a bow for bow's sake, but we could do it over here. No, that's going to cover all that. Well, let's see. Now this is odd because I'm like top loading the card instead of, normally I would bring things down to the bottom. This could be kind of a little opportunity. No, no, not good. There. Sometimes you just have to edit yourself. And I'm going to edit. Okay. Now, oops, as I'm doing this, I might want to put these branches in back behind for an interesting layer. Look at these. I die cut 3 of these in Mossy Meadow with these gorgeous little pine cones. I don't think they'll fit. Oh, they will fit. Dang it. Okay, you know what? That's all right, because this glue, once it dries, it can actually be temporary. I don't want it to be temporary, but it's not going to ruin it. Let's do a little of this. Okay, and I'm bringing it out as far as I can because it's just going to be a little peekaboo situation. In fact, now I kind of wish, yeah, I'm going to put this on dimensionals now. Now that we have something like peeking out. And I want to do it on the other side too. I like that. Even though that's not the way most of my branches are going, it's okay. Now for this, if you're going to do a bunch of them, of course, think about using your adhesive sheets. I did use adhesive sheets on the pine cones because they are obviously much smaller and they needed it. And then that's going to make them just easy little stickers to put down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. It's raining. I mean, I love it. Bring it all. Bring it all. My plants love it. I did buy a couple new plants. One of them kind of got, well, the existing leaves got burnt to a crisp. I planted when it was 100 degrees. I know, not preferred, but it's when I bought them. So, for a couple of reasons. Yes, so it's still recovering, let's say. It's still alive, I can tell. It's just needs some time to recover. Ugh. Danger, Will Robinson, that's crooked. Help. Help. Okay, don't break. Well, that's going to tear. Okay, hold on. We have to do this every once in a while. Okay, stop. Of course, the dimensionals are right on top of that, right? Okay, this guy, I kind of wanted to move anyway out to the edge. So there's that. And okay, now I'm not going to remove that. All I'm going to do is put on a little liquid glue. And if the others looked like they had cardstock attached to them, I would do the same. Nope, nope, nope. I'm telling you, we've got good adhesives. They work. You can't mess around. Okay. Better. Wow, this is kind of fun. Right, and then this is going to come in and I will pop this up too. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. I think we're in the I don't think we're at 750 yet on YouTube, but would love to be a little more, maybe in the 4 digits, maybe 1,000 plus, so that we can have a few little extras that YouTube doesn't dole out until you're at that level. Okay, now let's do this. Oh, we'll see now. Kind of there. We can do that and just trim the excess. Looks good enough. Bring it right up there to your sentiment and then just trim this guy. Okay. And then let's look at these pine cones. Pine cones lay in relation to, I should know this. They're all along the branches. I have tons of pine cones out here. They're all along the branches. They aren't just at the ends. But look at that. Is that cute or what? Super cute. So maybe clustered up by the needles. Looks great. And then I wonder, I was going to do this with the die cuts. I think it looks kind of odd with the stamps. But let's see. Might be too much. I think it's too much. So we'll save those for later. You know, let's see. Let me get my special dish. Special dish. Okay. Looks gorge. Wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. It's a beautiful card. It definitely looks masculine to me now, even when we put the dots on it. Because as I said, the dots are the most masculine of the dots that we have. Okay, you have a little wiggle room with when you use. Ah, come on, that's gorgeous. Stop it. No, really. Okay, and then so these are 165561 neutral matte dots, black and white, basic beige, and pecan pie, which we don't have a lot of basic beige embellishments, so it's kind of nice, right? Gotta have one there, because why wouldn't you? And then let's bring them down here too. And oh my goodness, it's a great card. Now I feel, oh, I feel better because I have a masculine card, masculine birthday card ready for me to use now. I don't know. I don't give out a lot of masculine cards. I guess I send cards to you, and you are by and large women that are watching me. Men, if you're looking, hello. Say hello to us. It's all right. You're in a large group of women. I would think you would want to make yourself known. Okay, friends, these are just 2 cards that we'll be making with the branching out bundle. These are not the cards that will be in the class. These are extras. Okay, so don't forget to put a masculine card in your stash, like even as a pine cone. Oh, so masculine. And then this one is just, I think, gorgeous. Just a beautiful play on the designer series paper colors and the dies. Okay, so really is a very similar layout, obviously, with the 2 shapes on the front, but much different. Once you just play them a different way with the sentiments are different. Of course, the layout, one's portrait and one's landscape. So you can do a lot with just one template. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I will have something new for you on Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And again, you can watch me on replay anytime. Having a sleepless night? Awake at 12 like I am sometimes? Just pop on a video. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope you will think about joining the Zubilee or another event that I have. I have all sorts of events, different time commitments, different budgets. So again, please take a look out there at thestampingzoo.com. And I wish you well. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you soon.